Hey, Future Bears, Matt here with the admissions office at Missouri State, and this is a quick video to show you some of the more common tricky spots on the application to admission for Missouri State and show you how to navigate those tricky spots. As you can see, I'm here on the login page to our application. Just quickly, I do want to point out that if you're having any issues with your username or your password, you got this handy button right down here. Click that and it'll send you an email that'll get your problem resolved. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. I've got a test application here to again show you some tricky spots. Yep. Need to fix my password. All right, so there we go. You can see I have completed pretty much all of the pieces of this application. We've got our 4 quadrants here all filled out. I'm going to start with what's probably the most common question or most common issue that we see with our application, and that is successfully submitting the application. It's easy to look at this screen and see that all of the quadrants are complete and think that you're done. It really can be misleading. And I want to draw your attention that up at the top there are 3, and actually you could say 4 different tabs on the application. And this Submit Application tab is really important. You can see I've got a notification there. So that's trying to draw my attention to that tab. Even if you've completed all of the quadrants on the previous page, it is important that you go to the Submit Application tab and hit the Submit button. That's when your application will officially be submitted. You'll get a confirmation screen and you'll be good to go. But again, it's really important you do click the Submit button and get that app officially submitted. There's a rare but not unheard of glitch where this button is grayed out. We know that this is a problem. Even, it looks like your progress bar is pretty much all the way at the end, but it won't let you click on the Submit button. If you run into this glitch, please send us an email. We're at admissions@MissouriState, that's all written out, at MissouriState.edu, and we will be glad to help get that glitch resolved for you. A second thing that I want to talk about with our application is in the academic history quadrant. It's not uncommon with our application that you get somewhere and it's not really clear, where do I go next? What's my next step? So here's a good example. In the academic history quadrant, our colleges attended tab. You can see for my example, I've got some credit from Ozarks Technical Community College here in Springfield. I could add another college if I have credit from multiple institutions, but there's nothing that says save and continue or move on to next screen. It's not super clear, what do I do now? And I want you to know that anytime you run into that, you can always just click right up here, My Application, and it will take you back to your command screen. This is kind of your headquarters for your application. And what you want to look for if you don't know where to go next is which quadrants are not yet green, not yet complete. So in the example I just used, that was the end of the academic history quadrant, which probably means I'm ready to go down here to the supporting information or program materials. But again, just so you know, you can always back up to the My Application tab and it will take you out to the command screen that'll help you get where you need to go next. One final thing I do want to point out, because it can cause some confusion, is also in the academic history tab, and it's actually the high school coursework section. It's really important, I want to remind everybody, we're not asking you to put all of your high school classes in this screen. That would be a lot of work, and we definitely understand that. What we are asking is that you put any classes that you're currently taking or will be taking before you graduate. So essentially your in progress and future high school classes that won't be on your transcript when you apply. You can see I've put in some sample classes, English 4, pre-calculus, history, but again, we're not asking for your entire 4-year high school schedule, but just the classes that you have in progress or will be taking in the future, and that does help us when reviewing your application. So again, those are 3 common issues. How do I submit? Go to the Click Submit Application tab. Where do I go next? You can always use the My Application tab. And then just here, finally, again, high school coursework, you only need to put in the current and future classes, not all the classes you have completed already. If you ever have any questions, we'd love to help you. Admissions at MissouriState.edu. Thanks for tuning into this video, and go Bears!